You've probably heard that famous line from the poem, "Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride" of Paul Revere. It's a story told in practically every American classroom. We picture this lone, brave hero on horseback, racing through the night, shouting at the top of his lungs to warn everyone that the British were coming. But the real story, well, it's a little quieter and a lot more human. Let's travel back to April 18th, 1775. The night was still, the air was cool. Over in Boston, British troops were gearing up to march toward Concord, where the colonial militias had stashed a significant amount of weapons and ammunition. Paul Revere, who was a silversmith by trade, wasn't thinking about becoming a legend or getting his name in a history book. He was thinking about his friends, his family, and the future of his home. And here's a key detail often left out. He didn't ride alone, not by a long shot. He was joined by other riders like William Dawes and Samuel Prescott, who also took on that long, incredibly dangerous journey. They were a team. Together, they spread the alarm through towns and villages, knocking on doors, whispering urgently in the dark. The British are coming. It wasn't the chaotic shouting match we imagine. It was a carefully coordinated effort, a whole network of ordinary people who were risking absolutely everything for an idea they believed in. As Revere galloped under the moonlight, he could see the proof that his mission was working. In the distance, lanterns in house windows would flicker, awake a quiet, powerful signal that the message was being received and passed on. And even though Revere was actually captured by a British patrol before he could make it all the way to Concord, the alarm had already done its job. The word had spread like wildfire. By the next morning, when the British soldiers arrived, the colonial militias were ready and waiting for them. The first shots of the American Revolution were fired at Lexington and Concord, and from that moment on, the course of history was changed forever. The poem turned Paul Revere into a larger-than-life legend, but the truth is so much more inspiring. It wasn't just about one man's courage. It was about the collective courage of many. It was about ordinary people bound together by a single, powerful purpose: freedom. So, the next time you think of that famous ride, picture the quiet sound of hooves on a dirt road, the echo of a determined voice in the night, not shouting, but whispering, "It's time." Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, look into a piece of history. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories you thought you knew. See you next time.